This just came out from behind the scenes in the NFL, and it's taking everyone by surprise. The Buffalo Bills may be poised to make the biggest, smartest move of the entire season. A trade that, according to analysts, would be the best possible deal to solve one of their current problems. But wait, because that's not all. There are two trades being talked about within the league. One involving a 290-yard wide receiver, and the other with a Ravens All-Pro. And both could completely transform Josh Allen's offense. I've gotten exclusive information about what's being discussed behind the scenes, and what I'm about to reveal now will have Bills Mafia fans buzzing. So before this bombshell goes off, like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because what's about to happen in Buffalo could change everything until the end of the season. The Buffalo Bills have reached a critical point heading into the 2025 season. After weeks of inconsistency and growing fan frustration, the pressure is now on General Manager Brandon Beane to give Josh Allen the help he desperately needs. And now, a potential move is generating significant buzz around the NFL. A potential trade for Tennessee Titans wide receiver Calvin Ridley, which some analysts are calling the best possible trade deadline deal for Buffalo this year. Let's analyze why this move could completely transform the Bills' offense, and perhaps even reignite their Super Bowl dreams. Right now, it's painfully clear that Buffalo lacks a true WR1. Rookie Keon Coleman hasn't developed into the deep threat fans hoped for. Joshua Palmer has struggled with injuries and inconsistency, and even Khalil Shakir, who showed promise last season, hasn't produced the explosive performances the season requires. Since Stefon Diggs' departure, the Bills have lacked a dominant, reliable wide receiver to lead the offense, and the results are obvious. Josh Allen is being asked to carry the load alone, constantly creating magic without a consistent target on the outside. Enter Calvin Ridley, the 30-year-old wide receiver who has been deteriorating in Tennessee's struggling offense, led by rookie quarterback Cam Ward. The Titans are 1-6 and clearly in a phased retreat, making Ridley one of their most valuable trade assets. According to Sporting News analyst Vinny Iyer, a Ridley trade could be the smartest move Buffalo makes all year. Ridley is completely lost in Tennessee's young, fast-paced offense, Iyer explained. But pairing him with a quarterback like Josh Allen, someone who can throw the ball deep and gain priority in the red zone, makes perfect sense. It's the kind of play that could instantly reignite Buffalo's passing game, and he's absolutely right. Before his suspension in 2022, Ridley looked like one of the NFL's rising stars. Since his return, he's quietly recorded back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons, impressive considering the Titans' constant quarterback chaos. In 2025, Ridley has 290 yards in 6 games. He missed one due to a minor hamstring injury, but his route running, separation, and attacking ability at all 3 levels of the field remains excellent. Now imagine that skill set alongside Josh Allen. The Bills haven't had a polished, experienced route runner since Diggs' prime, and Ridley's experience could instantly bring balance and confidence back to the offense. Allen thrives when he has a receiver who can win quickly, extend drives, and punish defenses in the red zone, and that's exactly what Ridley brings. Financially, this trade required some smart maneuvering, but it's doable. Ridley is under contract through 2027, with only $3 million guaranteed beyond 2026, giving Buffalo flexibility if things don't feel right long-term. For Brandon Beane, the message is simple: go all in or go home. The Bills don't need another small addition. They need an impact player who changes the way defenses game plan against them. And while Ridley may not be the same top 5 wide receiver he once was, he would instantly become the best wide receiver on Buffalo's roster and the perfect complement to Allen's strong arm and aggressive style. But perhaps the real move Buffalo doesn't need is at wide receiver, because according to an ESPN source, there's an unexpected trade being discussed, and it involves one of the AFC's most dominant players. Just when it seemed like the Buffalo Bills were focused solely on improving their wide receivers, a surprising new rumor is circulating around the NFL. ESPN has linked Baltimore Ravens All-Pro tight end Mark Andrews to Buffalo in what insiders are calling a power trade scenario. If that happens, it could be the defining decision for Buffalo's 2025 season. Let's be honest, since Stefon Diggs left Buffalo, the Bills' passing game hasn't looked the same. Josh Allen is still one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the league, but he's had to do everything himself. The chemistry with his current receivers, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, and Joshua Palmer, is still developing, and none of them have become the reliable, decisive target Allen can rely on when the pressure mounts. That's why the idea of bringing in Mark Andrews makes so much sense. Andrews is more than just a tight end. He's a matchup nightmare. At 6 feet 5 inches and 255 pounds, he's one of the few NFL players who can dominate linebackers and safeties, providing the protection and red zone weapon Allen desperately desperately needed this season. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Ravens have quietly entertained calls for Andrews as part of their own offensive reorganization following Zay Flowers' breakout year and the rise of tight end Isaiah Likely. The Bills, meanwhile, are seeking an elite receiver who can instantly elevate their offense. And Andrews fits that bill perfectly. In Baltimore, Andrews has been a key player in Lamar Jackson's success, leading the league in receptions in 4 of the last 5 seasons. But injuries and contract flexibility could make him expendable at the right price, especially if Baltimore wants to free up cap space and lean more heavily on younger talent. For Buffalo, acquiring Andrews would do 2 crucial things. It would give Josh Allen a true proven target in high-pressure situations. It would force defenses to completely change the way they play against the Bills. Imagine Allen coming onto the field and selling Mark Andrews by cutting through the middle or driving in for a contested catch in the end zone, something Bills fans miss from Diggs' prime years. That kind of security could make Buffalo's red zone attack lethal again, solving one of the team's biggest problems this season. Financially, Andrews is under contract through 2026, with a manageable salary cap hit considering his production and star status. The Bills would likely need to send a second-round pick and a conditional future pick to complete the deal, but with the clock ticking in win-now mode, that's a price worth paying. Analysts believe the Josh Allen-Mark Andrews duo could instantly become one of the best quarterback team duos in football, rivaling Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And with offensive coordinator Joe Brady introducing instructions on more dynamic formations and pre-snap direction in 2025, Andrews' specifics could unlock new internal dimensions for this offense. Buffalo's front office knows a window to victory is still open, but it won't stay that way forever. Signing Andrews could be the kind of bold, aggressive move that reminds the league that the Bills are still serious AFC title contenders. If you were Brandon Beane, which move would you make to give Josh Allen the best chance of bringing Buffalo back to the top? Would you trade for Calvin Ridley, the explosive, threatening wideout who could stretch the field? Or go after Mark Andrews, the elite tight end who could instantly transform the red zone offense? Leave your opinion here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.